Okay, so hey, I know it's been a minute since I actually got a chance to put a legit recording about the things that I'm actually going to do. So I'm working on it, y'all. It's a struggle. It's a struggle trying to just keep a routine. And I really wanted this to be like a video diary for me because, again, I wanted to see how much I was going to grow in the process of getting ready for AMTC, with my Mary Kay business, with getting another job, with all this stuff that's just going on. Okay, I really wanted to kind of keep a journal on it because I know, I wanted to see where God was going to lead me. And I definitely have seen the fruits of what God can do through my job. Probably about 2 weeks ago now, I found out that I was asked to be at another school, which I'm so thankful and so blessed for. The way that happened, I actually already posted a video about that because it was just, to me, very miraculous. Um, I don't say that God is slacking in me in anything. I just say that I know that God moved in this situation to where I feel like there could have been other people that could have been chosen, but He decided to give me this opportunity at this school. So for that, I'm so humbled and I'm so thankful for that because I know it could have been easily somebody else's job, but He gave me the opportunity to have it. So I'm just so thankful for that. Um, but yeah, really, what an update of what's going on. Where do I begin? I guess I'll start with right now. I feel like I have some kind of virus or something because of, I had to go to American Family Care this morning. I, I don't know, there's something going on with my stomach and the way that I've been feeling, and some not so normal stool samples, and that's all I'm going to say. So I'm going to go get that checked out, possibly with a colonoscopy. I guess just to make me feel settled with the situation. And then I'm going to, or I have decided to call it quits with Mary Kay. It's not that I don't like the product. It's not that I necessarily think the business is a horrible business. I just don't think that the energy that I have right now in my life should be focused as much on Mary Kay as it should be on trying to, first of all, gain a better understanding of what God wants me to do with my gift, and then further pursuing ways to strengthen my gift. I think that's more or less what I want to do over committing that time to Mary Kay. Because it is a lot of work. It does take a lot more time and commitment than it seems, or that you're told initially. It does take a lot more out of you to do it. And again, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just that maybe this point in my life, it just might not be the time for me to be able to invest that much time into the business. So I have decided to give it a break on the business with Mary Kay. And I say that with some sadness, but I think it's really for the best. I really do. But I definitely love the makeup. I'll definitely still use some of the product and still order from some of the ladies that I have gotten some relationship with, some of them. So the next thing is just, dealing with my skin, my face. This lighting is absolutely horrible in my apartment, but I mean, it's not bad. I got a few, spots that I know need to be taken care of, but for the most part, the clear proof for Mary Kay does pretty good, so I can't really complain about what's going on with the face. I'm still working on this keloid. I don't know if y'all can see that well. If you look around it, this is my attempts at trying to use vinegar, which actually the vinegar did peel off the initial 2 layers of the keloid. But I feel like because I was not persistent, or maybe I was not doing it correctly, it actually got those 2 layers back, in my opinion. And with the bandages, as you can see, it has left strip marks around it. So I'm working on, actually the vinegar does remove that. It just takes the process to kind of dab and get it off. But what I've decided to do is go ahead and just see a dermatologist about it to see if they could give me some advice on how to maybe lessen the look of this, or just the bigger one at least. The smaller one I can deal with. This bad boy though, I mean, and I know that God has made me beautiful. I don't deny that, because I know that the things that He created for a purpose, and He created with beauty. So I'm not saying I'm the best looking chick out there, But I do know that God has made me beautiful, and this does not define who I am. But it's just something that I would feel more comfortable with getting removed or finding ways to deal with it. And really, the first dermatologist I went to didn't even look into it. They just said, "Oh, well, I'm sorry, you can't get it removed. So here, try this little stuff to dab on it to lessen the look and appearance, but it's not gonna really get rid of it." And with my research, I found that's totally not the case at all. There's other things you can do. So my first dermatologist, that's why I'm trying somebody different. But anyway, and while I'm there, I'm going to get like my arm acne, the rest of the chest acne, and then I got some back knee going on, some back acne. That's what I call my back acne. Is my back knee. I got that going on too, so I'm gonna get them to look at that. And then I saw a little mark on my thigh. It's not, it's just like a little mark that was not there before, so I'll probably get them to check it out and just do it all over scan, because I've been in the sun quite a bit this summer with the kids at my daycare or my summer camp job. So I've used sunscreen pretty well, but there are some days, just being real talk, ain't with no sunscreen. So I just want them to kind of give me a once over to see if there is something that's maybe, skin cancers or not, just like a preventative measure, if anything. Then the next thing I'm going to be getting into is, so let's see, we talked about Mary Kay, we talked about skin, we talked about this other situation going on now. My left breast was examined probably about 3 weeks ago now, and I'm finding out that the people who did the ultrasound did not even send the results over at all to the doctor that needed to examine them, and I guess the doctor didn't even bother to request them either. So I had to actually be the one to take the initiative to call them to get them to send it over, and they sent it over. And ironically enough, the doctor will be out of town, or was out of town for the rest of this week, and he'll look at it on Monday. It's so great to see what the results are. Really, she said something, the nurse said something about getting a biopsy, so I would honestly rather just go ahead and do the biopsy. It's something there. A mammogram would help to determine the size and all that stuff. But I'm just like, hey, let's just see, regardless, I don't care if it's like this big or this big. Let's just check it out and see what it is. Forget the mammogram for a minute. Let's just go figure out exactly what it is that's going on inside my left breast. In 2014, I had one on my right breast. I got the ultrasound, the mammogram, and the biopsy done. And it was not malignant. It was benign. But they still couldn't give me a clear cut and dry diagnosis. They said maybe I might have fibrous, cystic, or lumpy boobs. Okay, that's fine. But they still weren't able to tell me what it was. So I still don't know what it is. And I went to 2 different doctors and they still didn't know. Maybe I'm just not a really good chooser of doctors. I don't know. So I'm waiting next week as well to hear something back from my doctor about my left breast now, because the right breast, the lumpiness is gone now significantly. It moved over here probably about a month ago now, and yeah, so I just want to figure out what that is. If I got to get a biopsy, hey, let's do it. And then when it comes to dieting, I'm not really going to diet, but I definitely have to do a lifestyle change of the things that I'm eating. I feel like I get ample enough exercise, especially working summer camp and even going back into the next school year. Working with elementary school is definitely going to keep you on your toes. You definitely have to be a whole nother breed of, crazy grown up, because you do have to keep the energy high with elementary school kids, especially in music. So, yeah, I'll get my exercise with them. I don't even worry about that. But I do need to definitely get back on the bandwagon when it comes to the things that I'm eating. Going back to the unprocessed, I'm telling you, it is something with the things that I am eating that I feel like maybe causing some of the health issues that I'm having. I really believe that. And I know sugars is like one of my best friends, but also my worst enemy. So it's like a frenemy, because it's just not good for my body. It does so much in my skin to make it look absolutely horrific. It does not help with the bumps. It does not help with the way I feel. I just love it because it tastes delicious. But I gotta stop just overindulging in the sweet stuff. For real this time. I've got to stop. Gotta take a fast or something. Every time I've ever taken a fast from sugars, my body feels amazing. So I gotta go back to that mindset. I really want to start that tomorrow, because the way that I'm feeling right now, I feel like I've eaten something bad, or I don't know what's going on. So I'm just really gonna start that tomorrow. No sugars. I'm done. I gotta get better. Feeling so messed up right now. It's not like my normal self, and I know it. So gotta watch the things that I'm eating. I got this big old beautiful watermelon that I'm going to cut up and share some with my papa, and then I'm gonna eat it myself. And then I got some strawberries still left in there, and I still got some apples, sweet potatoes that I'm gonna cook up tomorrow for dinner. And yeah, so I'm still working towards it. I still have to pay my $650 off for AMTC, but I think that God is helping me with a plan now for how to deal with getting money back from Mary Kay with my business, paying off the loan that it took to get that business, then helping me to get the money that I need for AMTC aside from the volunteer hours, because I'll get a lot of those hours during the school year. I kind of have a place in mind where I want to go. I'm thinking like a pregnancy resource center, or a food pantry. Since I don't know if pregnancy resource is nonprofit or not. I'm gonna figure that out. I'm gonna ask some questions, but I know that the nonprofit food bank or the food pantry definitely would be nonprofit. So I'm thinking about talking definitely some of those when the school year starts off, but just getting that other part that I need for AMTC to go ahead and get it paid off, and then really getting in on studying my modules and the steps with the program for AMTC. AMTC, again, is Actors, Models, and Talent for Christ. And the areas that I want to go into would be with music, so songwriting and singing for sure. And then I also want to do acting. I do want to do either the commercial or in the drama aspect of it. So those are the areas that I really want to focus and hone in on. So I really want to take the time once the school year starts. That's why I want to let Mary Kay go, because I want to focus on polishing up my, my occupation, my performance occupation is what I want to do. So just polishing that to where it's at a better place. And then next summer, Lord's willing, I'll get a chance to finally go to the Shine event and get the opportunity to perform in front of several different agents, several different companies. And I feel like God will put me where I need to be. He'll put me just in the midst of the people that I need to see, that I need to talk to, and we'll go from there. I really do feel like there is something that's coming from that event. And it starts today, and I have to really be serious about it. For these past couple of days, just being honest and transparent, I have been very restless. And I'm never the type to want to miss out on sleep, because I love my sleep. But when I start missing out on sleep because I'm thinking about stuff, so hard about how is this going to happen, and what am I going to do with this, and how is this money going to work out. If I'm stressing that much that I'm not sleeping, something's wrong. And I really got to get off that too. Like tonight, I'm really hoping that I don't get that much anxiety, that I don't get a chance to sleep. I love my sleep. Like, what's really going on if I'm missing my sleep? That's horrible. I usually want to sleep through the alarm a million times. And it's just been really difficult for these past couple of nights. Just kind of easing myself into the sleep process. So I'm hoping tonight it'll ease that some. I'm hoping once I change the way that I'm eating, it will help that some. And just getting a schedule for how my practicing for AMTC is going to take into effect, and how my job at my summer camp is going to take into effect, and then transitioning into the school year, preparing lesson plans. I've gotten a chance to speak with the principal, and we've already got some dates set up and the things that I am responsible for and need to be done. So all of that to say that, I'm just getting things ready. And I know that in time, in due season, God is going to get me everything that I need with all these different things that are going on, because I didn't even bring in the aspect of family, because I definitely want to work on that, family and friends. That's just the other stuff. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and cut this video because it's getting quite long and lengthy, and I don't want to have to go through any kind of cray-cray with uploading it to YouTube. So y'all look out for the next one. All right.